This is Gerald Van. This video is meant to be an exercise in how to combine two different letters, and it is a bit more difficult because we have an idea what it is. Like we have the B, we have that extension with physical extension, and the R is about connecting. So we have something that should actually be a combination of what is there to extend will at the same time try to connect there something, but that can be quite contradictory, and so it's also a letter. The R is also a letter from the last category, so it really has to look for context, what it will connect there, how it will connect there, and this is meant then as an exercise to realize really what is going on in this combination. This combination of letters is, of course, the B itself, which is extending. It tries to become more. Connecting is also trying to become more, but it connects inwardly, not outwardly, inwardly. So at the same time, it tries to connect all the things towards inside, while the extension is trying to become more towards the outside. So there is something contradictory there. So how can things connect also in order to extend itself, while at the same time it's trying to become more? It will also become different. It will also break apart in a way. So how can that do that, this contradiction? R will try to connect more material while this action, this movement, is breaking open. And so what will be the after effect then? The after effect will be that it tries to keep itself together while breaking apart. This trying to keep itself together is that brrr effect that you also have when it's cold. You can try to keep the energy towards yourself while it is also going away. That's also that contradiction. It's the same kind of contradiction. At the same time, the R will try to connect, and while B is trying to become more and becoming larger is loosening, so the connecting itself will still be there. So what will it connect? It can only connect itself to nearby material, or even when it will be a part that it will lose at the same time, it will have to find a balance there. A balance where it will first, when it tries to extend and break apart, it will try to connect as well, and it tries to connect to close by material, even when it tries to break open and break apart. So first, that close by connecting is important to realize that it still tries to do that because it does this and that at the same time. It will try to have some kind of connections even by disconnecting it at the same time. A very good example of that contradiction is in the word brother, where the brother is a separated entity, while the R in the end says actually what it will do in the end, and it will reconnect. So it will find a connection in the end, even when something is already disconnected. So that's a possibility. Another possibility will be in the word break. For instance, you can hear in the last letter what the effect in the end will be. So this, of course, this will break open. It will try to connect, but it can't. That's why the K is. So it will disconnect and will find two different materials, two different things that are still connected because they are part of the same thing. So that's why breaking loose is still about that connection. They're still made that connection. It comes from the first thing, but it will break apart. The end effect will be the K. It will break apart. So the letters themselves from the R are contextual, of course. The contextual thing will also say, okay, what will be the end effect in the end in this contradiction? The last letters will say and all what comes to it, and will tries to find the balance where it's something will break apart and will become free, and something and become more by doing this. It wants to become more. It also has to attract new elements. So there is this kind of contradiction again, shall always be there. Another example, for instance, of a word with br is breeze, where we will look at the end effect, of course, the end effect where things will break open. It will you will sense it, and you will sense it where? You will sense it in the Z, which is an inwardly sensation. So the brie will try to reconnect while breaking open, and that gives a shivering as well in this breeze. While breeze is going away, the Z is going inwardly. You sense that breeze in this inner vibration. It keeps these things together. That's how it keeps these contradictions together in this sensation of Z. Breath, a bit more difficult, because it then also ends with H. H is that end result, and that end result will say, okay, I have a frame in which all of it will be vividly working and cooperative together. So here will be found the cooperation. So you have this breaking open first, then it will tries to find first. Then you have the time, the so after a certain time, at a certain place, you will find a place, T, a new place, in time for its material, of course, which will have an interaction. It will have an extension from within, from B, extension from within, while breaking open, but also attracting the right materials and keeping the right materials at the same time. So it's losing material and attracting material. This breath, as you say, will actually, at the same time when it breaks open, it will also connect the right elements to the middle. So it is that kind of breathing extension will be sensed in that way. So there you will have, in the end, a prosperous, fully activated habitat of these interactions. I hope these were also more clear, so that you have an idea what you can do with this contradiction of breaking open, becoming more free, but also losing something and attracting something, connecting something while breaking open. That's quite a difficult contradiction, which are the basis of a lot of words that have that aspect in them.